Before we begin, let us just do our yearly prayer for our Lord and Savior Kentaro Miura for dropping his yearly chapter of Berserk. Um, Damn, it's been a year. Holy shit! Like I remember when I reacted to it like a year ago, the last chapter. I figured I was like, oh hey, he's back. Maybe we got another one like in 3 or 4 months. But oh boy! But it seems like he likes to drop it every April. But I mean, more power to him. We're gonna see the end of this if we're gonna get one chapter a year for. Holy shit! Anyway, I'm reading this on Manga Dex. I probably have the link in the description below. At the end of the long journey, what becomes of the two who were to be reunited? The long-awaited latest chapter. No shit. All right, dope cover page. Okay, more color stuff. All right, here we go. Here we go. We have Farnese. Take it easy. Don't go down. Thank you. I made another scene. Yeah, bro. What like, Miura doesn't let Guts be happy, man. Every time. Oh, she's back. Oh, when she sees him, she gets PTSD. Come on. You only just awoke from a long, long nightmare. Overdoing it is absolutely forbidden for now. I thought that was Shirke. For a moment, I was like, wait, whoa, where her hair grew up? When something reminds me of the old days, it's like I'm suddenly dragged back to that place. Oh man, she looks... I forgot that I'm reading Berserk, man. I'm suddenly dragged back to that place, to that time. It's right in front of my eyes. Miss Casca, don't. His face, his voice, I can't. A dread shadow covers me. Miss Casca, she'll be fine. I'm just letting her sleep. Damn, It was the eclipse. Like, don't get it twisted. That event pretty much would scar anyone for the entirety of their life. Even if you did get your sanity back, you can't erase that from who you are. Especially if you remember it. So it's like... she just has to, push through it and, like, overcome it slowly. Can't rush through it. Now return to your studies. I will watch over her. I understand your concern, but isn't burning soothing incense and letting her rest the best you can do for her? But isn't there something you must do? Yes, and then... Damn. Casca is so subconsciously, like, attached to Farnese that when she was about to leave, she literally caught her rope and, like, doesn't want her to leave. Like, damn. Because she's been taking care of her the whole time ever since she was, you know, Elaine, right? She trusts greatly in you, doesn't she? A security... yeah, she's pretty much her, like, security blanket. I'm not... To celebrate your new life... I can't believe I'm reading Berserk again. This feels weird. Celebrate your new life of magical enrichment. Just my old cast-offs. Oh, did she give Farnese, like, an outfit? Your new life of magical enrichment. Just my old cast-offs. Huh, interesting. Oh, ooh! Okay. Farnese looking clean with that. She really does. I don't know if you could see it at all because of the brightness and all that, but if you're reading along with me, the way she looks with her robe and everything, it looks extremely dope. She really does, like, match that magical feel, which is ironic because when she started off in her journey, she was very pro, you know, the whole pro-religious, you know, church thing, and then obviously when her world shattered, she had to, like, find her real purpose. The hat doesn't feel quite right. You'll get used to it with time. It suits you. Yeah, it does, especially with the short hair. A neophyte shouldn't wear such a fine dress woven of cherry blossoms. It's too much pressure. It weighs down on me. The clothes are light, though. Since Danan so kindly gave it to you, you have no choice but to wear it. So you have come, initiates. Sincere apologies for our tardiness and on our first day. Good enough. Dana told me of your extenuating circumstance. Oh, so they're both gonna learn more. Interesting. So they're both, like, going to school. So they're gonna level up. That's dope. So they're both, like, essentially gonna level up. That's really, really cool. Oh, a lot of text. First, we would know the strength of your abilities, the extent of your magics and rights, the nature of your training, strength of my abilities. I've only just begun studying the arts. I don't have much to show for it. No need to take your hat off. The array of the 4 cardinal points. There's that. Well then, let's see it. Master here. You can do it. Is your array of the 4 cardinal points that has protected everyone. I promise you that. All done. Okay, I shall begin. Hold on, is she not going to put down a magic circle? Maybe she doesn't know the circle that lady's an amateur, right? And she means to practice magic as an adult? That is why we don't take in people from outside the island. You think she can do it? The array, I mean? No way. And well, she might conjure if some faint light. Ooh, talking smack! So she's been doing it probably the harder way, but it probably... Let me see. But she ended up being a boss at it. And she just stuns everyone. Farnese, so you say you have not aspired to master the magical arts for very, very long, but how long is that exactly? I've been doing this for maybe 3 months. The rate of the 4 cardinal points in 3 months as an adult, it usually takes a year. So learning to use magic after growing up isn't impossible. That could the 3 years to conjure. She's been put through some pretty, yeah. Then you got Serpico like feeling a little bit conflicted behind his tree, lurking. Bro, I hate when, again, it's just a trope in just any manga, even if you're a young animal, seinen, whatever, shonen. Every manga will have that trope of, hey, this new person, he's not gonna learn this thing and like blah blah blah. Look at this amateur, foo 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 foo. But then it's like, oh whoa, they did that thing in 3 months. It took us 3 years or a year. So it's always cool to see that because I'm like, it's like one of the most rewarding things in manga and anime to me is when you see someone that's like, yeah, that person, bah, they're a country bumpkin. They're not gonna master anything, and then they just shut them up like instantly. That's like one of my favorite things. Okay, so we have Homegirl at the top, chilling, watching them in the tree. We moved in, or we wowed them. Next up, Shiriki, can you show us the art? Then I will perform a spirit summoning. I will call a spirit of darkness from the hollow of that tree. Oh, there's a spirit in there? Do you sense nothing? What the hell? Yeah, I kind of agree with this one. I mean, granted, I trust Shiriki, but it's like, a spirit of darkness could be freaking dangerous if she literally summons, like, imagine she just summons Guts' dog. She too is summoning without a circle. Oh, and then she goes into her, like, the astral realm, essentially. Eep, I am a nameless shadow. A gaping dark. The gloomy girl's wish, this I grant, bring 1 fruit to staff. Oh, look at that. Stay away, they're all freaking out. My apple, that's right, tremble in fear. Yo, all of them are stunned, especially, imagine being like in this island thinking that you're hot shit and then like these two from outside. Granted, I can guarantee you, all except for like, you know, the older people here, the only two that, like, these two have been through like the worst sea gods, like giant creatures, ogres, like they've been through it. They've been through the piper. Berserk gods, like he's shoo. I'm sorry, are you okay? Hold on, Shige. What's your deal? Calling for a spirit without a magic circle, and that was a spirit of darkness, wasn't it? Why is there something so dangerous here? I have promised the links in my mind. Magic circles are just a means to an end. Okay, that kind of makes sense. The more experienced you are, the less say that you need these circles. Yeah, pretty much what I was saying. On our journey, there was no time. Like they were literally in the middle of battle. They literally have no time to be like, hold on, let me draw my circle in my hand or on the floor. The only time they did that was when she covered the church in the ogre, like where the ogres were at, and she covered the church in like the protective spell to cover all the people. That was the only time she like put stuff in like on the floor and whatever. But that was like way long ago. But aside from that, like they have no time. It's the same with my arts. I had to draw on the strength of whatever spirit was sleeping in that place. While standing at the time, perhaps that's how I developed a sense for finding them. Powerful spirits are dangerous, yes, but that was also why they would come to my aid. Many times I even sought out to the strength of the spirit of darkness ones. Okay. But this one is harmless. You are always out here studying and practicing while it watches from its hollow. It seems to have grown a bit envious. It would delight in the offering of an apple, maybe a game of tag. Oh. Nice, so the dark spirit isn't so dark. Magnificent. To the residents of this place, grown accustomed to peace, exactly. Visitors such as you can be quite stimulating. Everyone, you will do well to cultivate connections to the outside world and study intently the practical applications of magic. Yes, sir. Especially because freaking Griffith and what was it, like Falconia or whatever, like it's such a magical time in Berserk right now. There's so much magic and creatures and everything out. I think now would be a good time for a lot of them to like grow, you know what I mean? We should offer something in return. In that case, Master Archmage, there's one thing. What pray tell? Let's see, would you not bestow us with magics of healing, specifically the means to mend the soul? Farnese, sorcerer and nurse, huh? That's very like you. Medicinal practice was originally a mage's duty. Okay. Man, Farnese, I don't think, aside from Guts, and like, I don't think there's been a character in the Guts group that has grown as much as Farnese has. And that's really saying something, because all these characters are amazing, but Farnese has been, like, top tier. I remember when she was annoying at the beginning because like the way she was acting with the whole, you know, religion thing, but now she's just awesome. And we do have someone perfectly suited for healing the heart. Here I am, Danan. If that's what you wish for, I'll pitch in. Let's all do our best for Casca's sake and help me with the sweeping sometimes, please. And housekeeper, huh? Now, Shirke, beyond the spirits and into the natural world, there is a deeper realm. Would you have an interest in mingling minds with the Daemon? Unbelievable. Usually you're only initiated when you become a full-fledged mage, right? Daemon. Say yes, Shirke. Daemon do not belong solely to the hereafter. In life, they were human, heroes, and sorcerers among them. Okay. Wait. So does that mean Skull Knight is a Daemon? She who aided you in your dream, my old friend, is one of them. Her master is a Daemon. Like I said, would Skull Knight be considered one if he was like a hero slash a warrior or whatever? But he's not in this because he's like you said that they don't necessarily belong to the, you know, the hereafter. Very well, you humble me. Again, it's nice to have you here, Shirke. Yes, I'm impressed. You're an outsider and a grown up to boot. But wow, oh thank you. And then, oh, look at our boy. It's been
I'm sexy and I know it.
It's been about a year since I've seen my boy swinging that lump of iron. It looks like his hair changed, or like the style that Miura draws his hair. Looks a lot like shorter, but like much spikier. Oh man, he looks so good. The hell do I do now? You bear witness to the end of your journey. Oh. Guts is just in the corner of the island. And it is not always a happy thing. Oh. No, come on. Is that how you end? Oh.
Bloody hell.
See, what pains me about the Berserk manga is that we get quality and whatever. Like, this chapter was essentially, what do you even call it about Casca or Guts? It was all about Shirke and Farnese, like, you know, in their magic stuff. Sure, Farnese wants to save Casca and help her mend, but like, man, like the thing is, like, because Miura structures it like a normal manga, he paces it so painfully, like, like, I don't want him to rush the things, obviously, but like, I wish he was more consistent. Because now one of my favorite things about Berserk is Skull Knight and Guts and their interactions and how they talk and what they're gonna say to each other and what lesson the Skull Knight have to give. That Guts is one of the main themes of Berserk is fighting fate and, you know, destiny and like what you were preordained to like experience and shit. But like, what does this mean? Does this mean that Skull Knight but is telling basically Guts that, hey, your journey's at an end. You saved Casca, quote unquote. You know, she's back. She needs time to heal. But your journey's over now. Like, you did what you wanted to do. You're done now. Like you said, it doesn't have to always be a happy ending. I don't know if that's Miura subtly telling us, like, hey, maybe we're not gonna, you know, go that far. But it's just weird because, man, because like I don't know when, because they didn't announce when we're getting another chapter. Like I already heard that for May they didn't announce anything, so we're not getting one in May. The best we can hope for is hopefully like August, maybe, but it's so painful to wait for these chapters, and it was so painful catching up to the manga because once I caught up, I knew I was gonna be in for this. Things that you guys have been a lot more older and experienced people reading Berserk have been dealing with this for so long. Now that's where I'm at. Like, man, this is it's so good. It's so good. Oh, Jesus, man. Will Guts ever be happy? The question answers probably no. Will Skull Knight ever reveal who he is? Probably. But yeah, man, like, all I say is the chapter was great. More character development for Shirke and Farnese, so that was really cool. Serpico barely got a panel. It was literally like a chibi form in the tree in the bottom. Guts literally only had 2 pages, and Casca had like a nice talk, which, you know, it just makes sense for her. You know, why you can't expect someone that's been through, like, you know, well, you guys know what happened to her in the eclipse. You can't expect someone that did that to just be like, wow, I'm awake, I'm clear now, and I remember everything, so I'm gonna be good now. Woo! Like, that's the realistic aspect of it, right? Like, if it was like maybe a shonen or something, it would probably been like, 1, that wouldn't have happened. 2, even if it did, it would have been like much more censored and shit, and she probably would have woken up like, whoa, I'm back now. Like, I'm stronger than before. You know what I mean? So this is like the realistic scenario. So all we can do is pray and hope that Guts does get a happy ending, and Casca as well. We haven't seen Griffith since like the last time in the Falconia arc or whatever, Millennium Falcon arc. So I'm interested to see where the world is at now, because like we said, the flow of time flows differently on this island. So they could have been here for like maybe a week or so, and maybe a year passed and whatever. So it is a little bit different, but man, it's well, no, excuse me, Guts had 3 pages, but yeah, it's cool seeing all the magic aspect of it. I feel like Miura is more interested in the magic realm rather than the physical, because it seems to me he's always, the past at least arc, and even the Millennium Falcon arc, he seems like he's loving going more into like more fantasy stuff. Granted, we know Berserk is a dark fantasy, but it was more medieval war-ish things until we saw Zod in the Golden Age. But he seems to love going more into that supernatural, astral realm than he does. That's the way I feel. Than he does more so than with like physical, like Guts and like fighting and like stuff like that. Because he really seems like he's digging into like Shirke and Farnese and stuff with magic. Like, I wasn't even expecting it. I thought that we were gonna come here, get some downtime, heal Casca for a while, but I didn't expect Farnese and Shirke like to just go straight up into training. Like, by the time they leave here, I think everyone's gonna be leveled up if they're actually gonna go fight Griffith. I think they will be in a better spot, especially if Shirke's summons can be leveled up to daemons or whatever, which is, like he said, essentially is like our heroes, warriors, whatever, much more so than just like spirits, like dark spirits or whatever. So that can be really interesting. Same thing with Farnese. Farnese can be like the hero of the group. Like, so many things can happen. Maybe they can even level up in treating Guts' like darkness that he has within him, right? Because he still has that rage of, you know, of Griffith and everything. Like, he hasn't let that go. He's just been a lot more mellow because of all his friends, right? Which is one of the greatest things about Berserk, is that Guts was a psychopath at the beginning, but now he's chill. So, all in all, pretty great chapter. I don't know when we're gonna get another one, so for that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you need, share the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.